My name is Rhapsody and welcome to Renowned Explorers, the Emperor's Challenge. That's right, the new DLC for Renowned Explorers International Society is currently available, so let's get into it. It should be available at the very least at the very time that this video goes live. It should be $7.50 USD, or your regional equivalent. The store page, of course, will be linked in the description down below. Welcome to the Renowned Explorers Society, the Emperor's Challenge. This expansion pack includes a complete new expedition, 4 new crew members to choose from, and a completely new game mode. Find a new expedition option on the world map. Look for a 4-star expedition. That's really cool because the previous was Andean Adventure, 3-star, and then Lost Island, which is 6-star, but effectively like a late game kind of thing. Pick from one of 4 new recruits, an exotic dancer with a secret, the world's youngest diplomat, a flying inventor, and cleaner? Go head-to-head with Rivlo in the new game mode, the Emperor's Challenge. Can you wipe that smirk off Machu's arrogant face and please the Emperor? Find it in the main menu. Don't mind if I do. So let's go find that in the new menu, how about that? This game mode is recommended for if you've already finished the game at least once. Well, hang on, let me check. Carry the one. I've finished this game a few billion times, so I think I'll be fine. To achieve victory, you compete for the Emperor's Blessing against the most magnificent explorer, Machu Rivlo. You cannot win the blessing by completing only renown. Instead, you must obtain titles by completing challenges. At the top of the screen, you can see today's main and secondary challenge. Make sure you pick a crew that can handle both. So our main challenge is Expert Archaeologist. Level your crew and use entourage specialists and trinkets to train a master archaeologist. The first threshold is to have a level 3 archaeologist in your team. And then the exact same thing for Beguiler. So when I think archaeologist Beguiler, my immediate go-to is Maria. Surely, of course it's Maria. She is a Beguiler and an archaeologist. But the thing is, if I want an expert, I need to pretty much single stream them. I need them to go down one line, right? So if someone learns archaeology and Beguiler, I don't want them. I want someone who learns only Beguiler and another person who learns only archaeology. So let's think, who would that be for me? My immediate go-to for archaeology building is just Agatha. Just put Agatha in the team. Not only because she has archaeology, but when you're going for an archaeology build and a Beguiler build, I'm thinking high speech defense from archaeology, reasonable speech attack from archaeology as well. Consider the fact that scientist perks give you that as your bonuses. Scientist perks, I mean cultural perks. And then when I'm thinking Beguiler, I'm thinking high speech attack. So I'm thinking we're running a speech kind of area. This is going to be a speech-based run. So, Agatha is really good at being in a speech-based run, not only because she has the 2 AoE attacks, that is, the Lecture and the Inspiring Course, both of which are AoE speaking, but furthermore, because she has Terrify and Impress. Impress, lowering the speech defense of opponents, and Terrify being a devious attack that has a 100% chance to hit. Impress is also at range, so both her devious and friendly, 2 speaking options, are a 100% chance to hit. Sounds good to me. Then I happen to know that one of the new characters, Feilin, is a Beguiler. I'll probably just take her because of that, to be entirely honest. It might not be the world's most optimal crew, but it will allow me to show off one of the new characters. So let's go quickly, just through the new characters. I don't want to spend 15 minutes before I go into the first mission, because that's what I did in my last test recording, and it was too long. I spent a billion hours. So I'm just going to go a general oversight. Minjong is a glass cannon scientist with low defenses but high speech. She's great at dealing with large groups, especially with excited or saddened emotions. She's also great in a friendly or a devious crew. She's an archaeologist as well, it is worth noting. Offhand is diplomat. It's important to note, her 2 abilities are Cute Stare and Tearjerker. They're both kind of AoE effects that do something extra if the target, or if one of the targets in the AoE is already of a certain emotion. So if one of the targets in the AoE for Cute Stare is already excited, it'll silence all of the targets in that area, which means they can't use devious or friendly. they can only attack you. And if they don't have any attacks, they just do nothing. Tearjerker is just a lot of extra power, right? It's got 50% power by base, 50% times your speech stat, whereas most things roll 100%, like your base attacks roll 100% times your speech stat. It's got only 50%, but for every turn it's off cooldown to a maximum of 75% extra, it gains 25%. So if you leave it off cooldown for 3 turns, 125%, and then on top of that, another 50% power if one of the targets is saddened. So 175% in point around 2 tiles. It can be ridiculous, especially considering she has a ridiculously high speech stat. Done. I'm gonna try not to go into that depth with all the characters. Hojo is a defensive scout with good defenses and strong moves if used right. Hojo works great switching and controlling the mood. He does great in aggressive and friendly crews. Definitely does, because reaching out removes 2 aggressive and 2 devious pips while adding 3 friendly to the mood, which allows you to start doing aggressive, start doing devious, and then go super friendly at the end. And then finally, also has attack. Plus 50% power if the opponent is aggressive, and negative 100% power if the opponent is friendly. So it's really good at punishing aggressors. Other than that, he's a quick thinker with the offhand of athlete. Then we've got Wang Yu, a ranged fighter with decent defenses and remarkable tactics. He's very apt at disrupting enemies and setting them up for disaster. He is great in aggressive and devious crews. Engineer Tactician, as you can already see. Also has Fireworks, which is a cone-based attack, and it does a debuff, startled, lowering speech defense and lowering attack, and draws aggro as well. It doesn't do that much damage, though. It's only 40% attack. Then Big Boom is a speech. It's devious. It has a range of 2 tiles, a cooldown of 3 turns, and it stuns non-boss characters while also just making them super terrified. Reasonable. The big thing with Wang Yu that I can see in particular is the pure rudeness is adding an enraged to each surrounding enemy at the start of your turn, which makes him really, really, really good in aggressive crews because enraged lowers armor by 25. And obviously is range 2 aggressive. That's always just really, really good. Has really high attack power as well. And then finally, we've got Phelan Bunyasak. I do apologize, by the way, if I mangle any pronunciations for any names. My most sincere apologies. It is definitely not intentionally insensitive. Phelan is a supportive speaker with low defenses, but a surprisingly high attack. Why would you have that, Phelan? Phelan can do a great job supporting the crew, but she can also hit someone with mean sneak attacks. She does great in friendly and aggressive crews. That is 100% true as well. She has War Dance, which is like a kind of positive AoE. It's AoE on self, so it's area of effect targeted on self. Buff for all friendlies and damage to all enemies. It's fine. It's nice. It's really cool. And then she has Assassination. 150% extra power on top of 125% attack. So it does 275% of your attack stat if you're friendly and the opponent is not aggressive. You also then gain Uncovered Assassin debuff, weakening all your friendly abilities. So it is a finisher move. You do not want to use it and then move backwards. You can only use it when you're flanking as well. It's ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. You can also give her the ability to use boots, so she can become like kind of faux scoutish, which is nice. She has Power Dance. If no opponents are targeted, then all allies will gain the attack and speech from War Dance for 2 turns, which is not listed. Expose Weak Spot. Assassination will permanently give target negative 15 armor, which is kind of damn incredibly cool. So I think I'm going to try and stack my build with just new characters. So what I'm going to be doing here is Agatha as my leader. I can only make Agatha my leader here because I haven't unlocked any of these as crew member captains. And then Fei Lin I'll take as my main beguiler. And then Hojo I will also take because he has athlete, he has relatively high armor, so he'll be able to do a lot of my more physical roles. And has quick thinker, and can just punish the shit out of aggressive crews. So if anyone tries to step to me, they'll get stepped on. It's like they're in a battle rap with Zac Efron. the way... Look, I'm not going to be able to finish that one because I can't remember exactly the line from that song. But we'll be able to step on them. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Obviously, we're friendly resolution, but we finish battles strongly aggressively. I'm not going to choose a random starter. I will take Celtic Code just because we have Agatha. Agatha is going to make all of our insight much more effective for study. This is actually something that's changed in between when I stopped doing my More to Explore series and now. There was an update that means that you now just spend insight commonly. You don't just stack it for the end of the game. You spend it a lot earlier, which means that having Agatha early is going to be particularly good. And which means that having Agatha is going to be more of a study build earlier than typically it would be. So let's go. Let's start this adventure. Boom! Let's get into it. What's that? 11 minutes and we're finally getting on the first island? Yeah, that's about right. Hell, that would be right for a normal Rhapsody run, let alone one where I had to introduce 4 new characters. The Emperor's Challenge. This is it. You just accepted the Emperor's Challenge. Agatha once more reads the letter she received personally from Beijing. Many congratulations for entering the competition for the Emperor's Blessing. We cordially remind you that your respected colleague, Mathieu Rivlot, has also accepted this challenge and is already ahead of you. Furthermore, if you successfully complete your first expedition, Emperor Guangzhou has agreed to grant you an audience in Beijing upon your return. Agatha is ready for the challenge. Not gonna go through the tutorial. Actually, I would like to say at this point, my More to Explore series starts with a lot more tutorialization of the elements than this one ever will. This is going to start with a slight assumed knowledge base. You can pick it up over time. I think that'll be quite easy, and I'll try and make the commentary light enough to make it not just crunching numbers that is only going to be interesting to the people that already know the basis from which we're working there. But I also don't want to spend the first 10 episodes explaining how the game is played, as I imagine you can probably surmise. The Emperor is constantly posing challenges to you and Revlo. Completing such a challenge will grant you a porcelain trophy worth certain amounts of porcelain points. On the right, up here, you can, just in case you don't know your right from left, I don't worry, it's fine. You can see the current challenges along your progress and an estimation of when Revlo will achieve it. Hover your mouse over them to see how to complete them. You'll win the game by achieving more porcelain points than Revlo. Pick your battles wisely. So we've already got 2 in Expert Archaeologist and Expert Beguiler because of our Expert Archaeologist and our Expert Beguiler. Here, they're working on achieving a Wits Challenge, so I need to visit a Wits Challenge in order to get that before they do. Also, a Collector of Collect. If I gain 4 Collect tokens, I will pick up a Porcelain point. These will all get replaced as I achieve them. These 2 are going to get replaced with harder versions of themselves, the red ribbon ones. And the kind of more random ones down here at the bottom will just get replaced. Only if I'm on an expedition, though. The crew hears the rambling of another person nearby in the woods. As far as Agatha knows, there aren't any villagers nearby. Who is this person? The crew quietly goes and takes a look. It's a university member. Damn it! Damn it, damn it. This means I'm not going to get a student on this expedition, unfortunately. Because this is the challenge that would have been a student. I'm looking for antiquities of Celtic cultures, but I'm more interested in all history, rather. Egyptian, Carib, you name it. Maybe I could help you with documentation. And then we get some study. Thank you very much, but I really would have liked the student. I'm not seeing any 0 links, so I can pretty much just move however I want right now. A passion for biology. Biology? What? A passion for biology. Passion for biology. So this is interesting. I'm trying to play like 2 or 3 steps ahead of the game here. So biology is a naturalist trait. If we take a naturalist trait and we go to the Caribbean island as our second area, which is incentivized because the Caribbean island is a science-based area. Although it resolves aggressive, we can resolve slightly aggressive, but we obviously mainly resolve friendly. Shit. I think one of the big problems is if you're friendly, it only takes 1 aggressive to take you to aggressive. So we can't... I do want to go to the Caribbean to get those treasures that are actually going to buff my study tokens. The reason that's important is because if I am going to do that, I want to put naturalist onto a person who already has athlete. The reason for that is because I want one person on the Caribbean island to have athlete, naturalist, and survivalist, because there's a challenge there that requires one person to have one level in each of those. Alternatively, I could split the difference, right? Obviously, if I'm not going to the Caribbean island, I want to put survivalist on my most scientifically minded character, so I just straight up put it on Agatha. I think, right? Well, sorry, naturalist I'd want to put on Agatha. Or I can split the difference. The athlete role on that specific challenge in the Caribbean island only gives you extra status. It doesn't give you a treasure. The naturalist and the survivalist tokens give you the treasure. I'll put it on Agatha. I'll split the difference here. So she now loves biology. Still no zero links. Yeah, I don't really want to go over this way first. I want more. I want to see more. Okay, cool. Yeah, they're very close to finishing that wits one, so I can leave that for a while. Alright, let's go to the campfire. That's so tempting. Because we don't have cards on Phylin or... It's going to take me a while to remember the names. Hojo. Since we don't have cards on them, we're going to be able to get the cards from Agatha really easily. German import is already here. That's 6 secrets. In the early game, that's going to be stupid. But I could also just get a ridiculous amount of study. If I had Collect, I might actually take it just to finish Collector of Collect. I think it's stupid. It's stupid for me to bypass German import. As well as knowing, since they don't have any cards, the best cards in the deck currently are going to be the 8 study, 5 encounter, 8 collect, and 8 status ones. So I'll actually keep these 2. That's it. We need a break. Let's all drink. Get mad crunk. Unfortunately, I'm going to lose a lot of speech defense and some of my study. Both of them like Agatha more, so they've gained speech power. That's going to be pretty good, but they've lost 10 speech defense, which is really rough for a crew that is intended to be speech. 2 of these shouldn't be blank, so I'll go to this one first, because I think it might mark one of them for me. Ancient Woodlands. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do this. 68%. Come on. Don't fail me now. Yeah! Got it. Called something weird. A Will-o'-the-Wisp. What? Who could have expected such a thing? +1 study per engineer 2 levels when doing a collect on the world map with an engineer. Well, you'll never do a collect on the world map with an engineer because Agatha is always going to be doing study in the German laboratory so that she can capitalize on getting 3 extra study tokens per insight token. So that's never going to occur. Unfortunately, that replaced the ability to just get engineer pyrotech. What is it? There's a engineering perk you can get from this, but we didn't, unfortunately. I guess I'll just take the discovery then. That's unfortunate. What a quaint fellow, Will-o'-the-Wisp. You can surely harvest its energy one way or the other. Now that the treasure here is dug up, the crew can concentrate on finding the druidic circle again. The only way I'm ever going to be able to go to this area is if I go there now. Cool. I don't need more secrets, to be honest. But secret tokens actually seem way more valuable than discovery tokens. No, not way more valuable. I'll take the discovery. To make up for all the science I already lost. Ho ho! Yeah, they just did Wits Explorer, unfortunately. Investigate phenomenon. There's no penalty for failing, and this will actually level Agatha up. Even if she fails, because she gets 2 EXP either way. We're out of supplies. Loses speech power. That's rough. Good, good. That should pick up Expert Archaeologist for us. And it does. They're close to achieving Expert Beguiler. That's unfortunate. Whenever you or Revlo completes a challenge, a trophy is awarded, the porcelain points value is added to one of your totals. Then, if you're on the expedition map, so not when you're on the world map, if you're on an expedition map, the Emperor issues a new challenge. The challenges with red ribbons at the top of your list are long-term challenges. They are worth more points and are guaranteed to be replaced with a more difficult version when completed. It is wise to plan your strategy around these. Click the vase button on the top right to see the trophies you already have. Honestly, I actually don't have it. Like, as far as I am typically rather pedantic about pronunciation of words and eccentric about using the wrong ones, I don't actually have a strong opinion on vase versus vase. I say vase. I might even occasionally say vase. I don't know. I don't listen to myself speak incredibly often. I have no supplies, so I can just spend the supplies, because I'm spending nothing. I've lost attack power. Oh no. Grab these supplies. Trained rogue. Have a level 2 rogue in your team. Win 2 battles with a devious encounter. This is probably going to be resolved devious for a bonus, right? The wolves are resolved devious? Yeah, they are. Beautiful. Okay, Emperor Guangzhou wants to hear your great deeds during encounters. That is to say, specific deeds. In the top right, you will see his encounter challenge. Each encounter will grant a new challenge. If you don't complete it yourself, Revlo will complete it instead. So that's this one, Mood Switcher. We need to switch the mood 3 times. I can do that. The easiest way to do that will be go friendly, then aggressive, then devious. Because I want to finish the battle in devious anyway. So, friendly, aggressive, devious. The mood is now friendly. And then, as long as I punch you, the mood is now aggressive. And then, I don't want to actually have just one person standing next to both of those. So instead, I'll just bait them coming up here. I'll waste my turn just giving a buff. Well, it's not really wasted, I guess. So now we just go strong devious. The best way for me to do this, to guarantee that... Oh, no. I need your devious not to kill. Oh, beautiful, it's done. Okay. We don't have a huge bonus in devious yet, but I think if I roll this, I will get it. Yeah, we did. Good. So we managed to get one of the completions from Mr. and Mrs. Devious, and we completed the mood switcher. Oh, fuck me. Expert Beguiler is about to be finished. I need that. Okay, if I go to that battle, if I can get to that battle, we'll be fine. Beautiful. Because after that battle, I'll have enough experience on my Beguiler, that's Phelan, to level her up. Ooh, it wants us to resolve aggressive, but I have to resolve devious for this. Mindbender. Deal at least 35 damage to a single target once. Okay. So who has the highest speech stat? It's you. So someone else has got to set you up. So if I do that, you can then do this. Wait, hang on. Buff him, and this should do it, right? Nope. I mean, if I can't get it with my most buff character hitting a character that has speech disarm, then I'm never going to be able to get it. I mean, they are weak to Terrify. Hang on. You do have a try to Terrify. Let's try that. Hey, we did it. Beautiful. Now we need to resolve Devious. And now you shouldn't even be able to take anyone out. Yeah, because we've got the extra armor that we were lacking the previous turn. We're currently in the Devious mood. We're trying to resolve this, so beautiful. Found a way to get it. Load another clip. Okay, that doesn't get completed. Yo, we did what they did! He's already achieved it. You can still complete it for half points? Man. Fuck you. So close. That was the fastest I could have accomplished that as well. That's rough. Yeah, you should definitely pick up an athlete perk because we're going to need to diversify your stats. There's no wits challenge here. I couldn't even do it if I wanted. I kind of wanted. Who do we want? Who do we want? Who do we want? I mean, I'd be fine with either of the speech characters. I mean, that's always going to be true, right? But I'd be fine especially with either of the speech characters because if I resolve them perfectly, I'll get a particularly powerful bonus. So if I resolve against Cassandra, who's friendly, if I resolve against her friendly, I'll get +1 speech on all my characters forever. And they're all planning on using speech quite considerably. Or if I had Amir, I would be able to resolve Devious against them. That would be rough. That would be a rough fight, sure. But if I resolve Devious, I would be able to pick up 1 speech defense on all of my characters. And speech defense is something we are currently lacking quite heavily. Fuck, I didn't read that one. Sorry, my bad. Receive 9 or less speech damage from a single ability. Yeah, no, all of us have so much... I mean, you kind of have a lot of speech defense. Interesting. How much damage is this gonna do? It's not gonna be much, right? Yeah, it's not enough at least. See, you're definitely not going into melee range to start using War Dance or anything. Why are you taking a -50 to this? Why are you taking a -50 to War Dance? I don't see. I don't see why. Oh well. I'll excite you so that you get an insta-kill there. We've also got Reaching Out. Friendly, not a lot of speech. It's a melee attack. I can use that for an insta-kill, or I can just use this for an insta-kill. Okay, so I should probably move back. Attack at range. I definitely shouldn't have put him forward. Are you all gonna go for my backline immediately? You rude mother flippers. I'm gonna have to go down here and finish this guy off, because otherwise Feilin definitely dies. My only way to not have her definitely die is to try and bait the attacks other ways. Shit, shit, shit. Oh, fuck. If Feilin takes any damage, we're done. I don't really have anyone else who can heal her, either. That's very friendly. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Move here, move here. Let's have a look. What if you got... You've got a huge bonus and loss to your speech defense. I can screw you up. I can mess you up, girl. Okay, hang on. This'll do it. Right? Fuck. It's not enough. I screwed that up horribly. I'm probably about to lose a result. Never mind. I should have lost a resolve there, because I'm bad. Unfortunately, they get inconceivable. Such is the way of having lost as much speech defense as I had. So we got speech permanently increased by 1 on everyone. Hooded figure appears on the screen. Okay. 13% chance for the Baronix Claw, 13% for the Celtic Horn Helmet. Both of those suck, for me, personally. On this current run. 75% chance for the Sea Sapphire. Give it to me. Thank you. So +1 study at the end of each expedition for each level of archaeology in your crew. I mean, I'm going to be building a bunch of archaeology. That's currently just 3. So yes, give, please. 1, yes. It's also worth noting 3 study tokens for me is going to be 4 to 6. So it is 12 to 18. So this is currently giving me 12 to 18 in terms of research points. The discovery, since I only have 2 discovery tokens, this would be giving me 12 to 20. But this is going to trigger more often. I think. Unless I find a way to farm a bunch of discovery tokens out, but I don't really see that happening. Highlands have been explored. Consider yourself explored, Highlands. Shame we got the bad will-o'-the-wisp, but that's fine. So you get 1 extra insight after every expedition. I hope I get enough to get the German laboratory. Yeah, it looks like I will. Beautiful. Okie dokie. Audience in Beijing. After your successful expedition, you hurry to the Forbidden City. You are welcomed by the Emperor's advisor, Wang Tong. God damn it. I don't mean to stumble over it for any reason other than I'm just not familiar with the phonemes. Wang Tonghi. Tongi? A warm welcome. I'll just call him Wang. A warm welcome, friends of the Emperor. I hope that you find, rather, the Forbidden City as beautiful as I do. Now, will you please stand here to greet the Emperor? Let's meet the Emperor. When Wang walks up to his place, the palace speaks up. Up to his place, Revlo speaks up. So, number 2, still in the race? The Emperor seemed very impressed when I presented my treasure to him. Ha ha ha! Thanks for your help with that. I truly hope your own effort in the Highlands is enough for the Emperor not to disqualify you. The name is Agatha von Brunswick. A large gong sounds. Soon after, Emperor Gongzhu arrives in the throne room. Ooh, quibbling! I see the fun has already started. Your rivalry is certainly very inspiring, but I must say that one of you shows more promise to win my blessing. For now, I'll keep you in the dark as to who that is. The Emperor smiles a broad, mysterious smile. The Emperor must mean us, right? Of course. Chairman Pinkerton enters through large golden doors and the Emperor addresses him. Chairman, you have my eternal gratitude for putting the International Society at my disposal for the purposes of the challenge. I'm sure this collaboration will be very entertaining and perhaps even valuable. Now, wasn't there a gift you intended for these brave explorers? Accept the gift and get going, and this, of course, is our membership. Beautiful. I was wondering if I was going to get that. To spice things up, Emperor Guangzhou introduces another title, a renown challenge. Revlo does not complete directly on this one. The overworld is a great place to complete title challenges. Revlo, in all his self-confidence, gives you the first move and even reveals his own plans. Right before you leave for your next expedition, he will make progress in the indicated titles. So, he will make 2 steps towards Rogue Team. So he'll take Rogue Team. But the thing is, if I take Rogue Team, if I put 2 levels of Rogue on one person, I can't do it right now. But if I could, I would be able to take both of those. That would be ridiculous. Expert Beguiler and Expert Archaeologist will be taken if I don't take them right now. Oh, no, they won't. You'll take 2 steps towards that and you'll take 2 steps toward that. But they're quite far away. I can hold off on those, I believe. Yeah, I can hold off on those. Or I can get the... I mean, because I have to unlock observations anyway, because I am going to be going down this line. I want the German laboratory and I want the improved storage. Interesting. So I could get a archaeologist perk from that. I should always go for the archaeologist perk when they're available. There's no reason to deviate from that plan. Agatha already learns symbolism. I can learn occult later. I can learn excavation later. Legends I can never really learn, so I'll take legends. Well, I mean, there's one way to learn legends, but we've already passed it, right? We didn't get it. Student joins your entourage. How expensive is students? Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you. How expensive is a student right now? 100. The thing is, if I take the student from the entourage, it'll become more expensive, so I want to buy as many students as I possibly can before I take that. I'm definitely getting these two. And probably that, but I am definitely getting these two as well. Because if I check here, let's just check any of these. No, I don't have enough insight. Okay, I'm not forced to spend my insight yet. That's interesting. That means I probably don't go for German laboratory, but I still go for science assistants. I think I'm settled on the idea of going to the Caribbean adventure, even though I have Beguiler Archaeologist, which is good for the Hungarian fort. And I also have... No. I have Quick Thinker Archaeologist, which is good for the Hungarian fort. And I have Beguiler, a little of Athlete, which is good for Mali. So you need to hold a compass right now. And I also kind of need an engineer. When do you get your second trinket? You get your second trinket actually really early. But you also learn engineering naturally, so I have to imagine you synergize well with engineering. I do have enough to get that as well as an upgrade, so I'll upgrade, and you definitely end up taking that. You probably take this. How many students can I get? Well, I mean, we're always going to be upgrading, so let's check this now. I can get one level of rogue. That means these aren't going to have rogue bonuses, though, so there's no way, there is literally no way, as much as I kind of want to get all the rogue. So I can go 100, 150, 200. Costs me a total of 450. If I play 450, then I'll actually be able to get another upgrade. So I'll do that. Cool. Oh, wow. The next after that is 240. Wow. That's not what I expected. I'll take that. Oh, shit. Now I have too much insight. So now I do need to take German laboratory. Okay, never mind. That's fine. You can see the insight limit is now 5. I'm going to have to spend 2 of my insight before I leave here. I do want scientist senses, actually. Nature challenges are for athletes, survivalists, and naturalists. There's also just more nature challenges than most anything else. Cultural challenges, we're never going to have a diplomat. Never. But archaeologists do them. But they're also quite rare. Wits is Quick Thinker Rogue? Quick Thinker Rogue? No, Quick Thinker Beguiler. Something else as well. Technique is Engineer Rogue. So we're never going to be doing Engineer Rogue either. I think we actually just put it in the Nature Challenge. Our research will bring us more prestige. Well, I mean, we are going to be kind of tracking down that line a lot. This isn't going to be the most optimized playthrough of all time, but of course, how could it be? I don't even know what I'm doing yet. It's funny because it's true. All right, let's go to Berlin. So, German laboratory, boom. Look at this. Agatha's mad buff, yo. I think I actually just hold on to the rest of my research and try and go down natural sciences really, really quickly. If I could make Agatha level 3 naturalist with ease, that would actually be really good. But yeah, I definitely want to just like plow down this line super quickly. So instead of going for any of history, I'll just hold all of my research currently. So the next island, I've pretty much already decided, is going to be the Caribbean island. Let's go to it in the next episode. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Renowned Explorers International Society, specifically with both the More to Explore and the newly released Emperor's Challenge DLC. There is a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future, as well as the Steam store page for the base game and the DLC specific. It is $7.50 USD or your regional equivalent and should have released as of the release of this video. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.